Israel is absolutely killing it and destroying their enemies who are hell-bent on annihilating the Jews. Hamas in Gaza and Hezbollah in Lebanon. And don't forget the Houthis in Yemen, who are now feeling the full wrath of Israel's Air Force. But something no one is talking about is the Biden administration's attempts to put a full stop to Israel destroying Hezbollah in Lebanon. Now, just like he tried in Gaza, Joe Biden is now trying to force Israel into a ceasefire deal with Lebanon now that Israel got the upper hand and is winning the war. This is absolutely crazy. I'm Josiah Hilton, and this is the Israel Guys. Welcome to the Israel Guys, where we believe that in a world of Jew hatred and anti-Israel propaganda, you should have a direct connection to the land and people of Israel. Welcome back to the show. Make sure you just subscribe to the Israel Guys if you're new to the channel. Also, check out episode 1 of our adventure series that just went live on the channel yesterday. You're gonna love that. We went all over Judea and Samaria, busting myths about the West Bank. Now, for a whole year, Israel has borne the brunt of Hezbollah's attack from the northern border without a whole lot of retaliation. I mean, there was a strike on missile launching sites here and there, but for the most part, Israel sat primarily in a defensive position while Hezbollah sent thousands of rockets and suicide drones into Israel. Now, Israel even tried to come to a diplomatic solution with Hezbollah multiple times. But time and time again, Hezbollah refused to come to the table, and they kept attacking Israel and calling for the destruction of the Jewish state. So, just 2 weeks ago, Israel said, enough is enough. The red line has been crossed. They conducted Operation Pager, I don't think that's the official name, but that's the name I'm calling it, which killed and injured 4,000 Hezbollah terrorists, sending communications into chaos and fear into the hearts of nearly every Hezbollah terrorist. Then, Israel has been relentlessly striking missile launching sites and weapons depots all across Hezbollah's positions in Lebanon, eliminating a massive amount of Hezbollah's weapons. Then, on Saturday, just 2 days ago, Israel took out Hassan Nasrallah and a whole bunch of top-ranking Hezbollah terrorists in a massive but yet very targeted airstrike inside of Beirut. As the world seeks to turn the biblical heartland of Israel into a Palestinian state, we want to tell you about a crucial way for you to stand up for what is right. You have the opportunity to invest in a strong Israel when you buy the products of small businesses and families in Judea and Samaria through a company called Blessed by Israel. Enjoy amazing olive oils, honey, ceramics, cosmetics, jewelry, and so much more, and stand with the pioneering families of Judea and Samaria who are rebuilding their ancient homeland. Head over to blessedbyisrael.com and make your impact today. Use code INVEST for $5 off your first order at blessedbyisrael.com. That's blessedbyisrael.com, or click the link down in the description below. Now that Israel is winning the war with Hezbollah in Lebanon, the US is trying to put a stop to it all, trying to keep Hezbollah alive. Now, after Israel struck hard with the Pager attack, and then they started massively destroying Hezbollah's launching sites, rocket launching sites, the Biden administration started desperately trying to push for a ceasefire. And nobody seems to be talking about this. A report came out on Thursday morning that senior U.S. officials said, quote, a temporary ceasefire deal with Hezbollah is expected in the next few hours, end quote. The report said that diplomatic moves were bringing both parties together to come to a ceasefire. They were close to a ceasefire within several hours. This was false. Israel had absolutely nothing to do with this, and the Prime Minister's Office of Israel responded to these reports with this statement, quote, the report of a ceasefire are not true. This is a French-American initiative that the Prime Minister has not even responded to. So, turns out, Israel had nothing to do with this. America and France were working on a ceasefire deal. They were working desperately to try and save Hezbollah's tails. Now, after Israel killed the supreme leader of Hezbollah on Saturday, Joe Biden, after hearing about the strike, called for a ceasefire. Reporters asked him if a ground incursion, an Israeli ground incursion into Lebanon was inevitable, and Joe Biden said this, quote, it's time for a ceasefire. What in the world? It's time for a ceasefire? Now that Israel has the upper hand, Israel is starting to strike Hezbollah hard. It's time for them to back off and create a ceasefire. This is absolutely ridiculous. Then, yesterday, on Sunday, Joe Biden said that he would speak with Netanyahu, saying that an all-out war must be avoided. Now, I believe he was talking about an all-out war in the Middle East, but Israel is already in all-out war with Hezbollah in Lebanon. Now, as soon as Israel starts destroying Hezbollah, the U.S. is trying to put a stop to it, trying to stop Israel from destroying Hezbollah. Now, you could see maybe why a child would think that Israel showing its strength and destroying Hezbollah could start a regional war. But this is far from the reality of what is actually happening on the ground. Now, if you think about it logically, we know that the alternative to Israel striking back against Hezbollah in Lebanon is war. It's been that way since the very beginning. Israel doesn't strike back, there's more wars. Terrorists attack Israel time and time again. The stats are in, the tests have all been completed. Israel showing restraint and giving land concessions to terrorists have only led to attacks against Israel, the most horrific of which was October 7th of 2023. In order to obtain peace in the region, Israel has to destroy Hamas. Israel has to destroy Hezbollah. And no, Israel should not agree to a ceasefire with Hezbollah until Hezbollah is either destroyed or so crippled that they cannot harm Israeli civilians. And the nearly 80,000 displaced Israeli civilians in the north can go back to their homes to live in peace. Thankfully, not all Americans are against and trying to stop Israel from achieving its objectives and protecting the citizens of the state of Israel. Mike Pompeo had said it really well, talking about a ceasefire deal in Israel. He was talking about between Hamas, but former U.S. Secretary of State Mike Pompeo said yesterday on Fox News, talking about a ceasefire between Israel and Hamas, he said, quote, "We should be saying, we as in the United States, should be saying plain and clear, finish the job. There is only one thing that will protect Israel and make the Middle East more prosperous and peaceful, and that is the demonstration of power and imposing cost on Israel's adversaries." Guys, that pretty much sums it up. This is what needs to happen. We cannot be pushing Israel, as the United States of America, cannot be pushing Israel into a ceasefire, because Israel destroying Hezbollah not only benefits Israel and the entire Middle East, it benefits the world. It benefits the world to put terrorists away, to destroy terrorists, to eradicate terrorism in the world. That benefits all the nations of the world. Thanks for watching. Remember to pray for Israel, and also remember to pray for our leaders in the United States of America, that they would stop trying to pressure Israel into dangerous deals. There is indeed a right and wrong side of history to be on, and for those who believe in the Bible, you have the obligation to stand with the people and the God of the Bible. Don't forget to check out Blessed by Israel. Just click the link down in the description below. Make sure to subscribe and comment down below. Let us know what you think down in the comments below. And as always, stop listening to the lies and propaganda and connect with the truth of what is happening in Israel. We'll be back soon here at the Israel Guys.